Welcome to my channel. I'm a homeschool mom to a first grader and a preschooler, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys our homeschool room. I put this room together, well, it's probably been about a year and a half in the making, and it's already changed so much since then. As I continue to learn and grow with my children, what they're interested in, what's working, what's not. And so I'm really excited to show you guys what we came up with for this year, and I'm sure it'll look different next year. For those who are new here to my channel, we are eclectic homeschoolers. We take little bits and pieces from different philosophies, mainly Charlotte Mason, Waldorf, unschooling, and project-based learning. I'm sure that you will see examples of all those philosophies in this room. If you like what you see here, if you like what I'm putting out, please hit that subscribe button, follow along on our homeschooling journey. We'd love it. Let's get started. Okay, so to get this tour started, here's my dog, Harjo. Let's see, I'll just kind of show you all the way around here. This room is off of our kitchen. It's definitely a random room. It was random for a long time. And now I feel so lucky to have this separate space for our schoolroom and just all of the stuff. I feel really lucky. I realize not everybody has that. So on this wall, we've got some calendar work. I love this calendar. It's called Wee Moon, like women. And I got it off Amazon, but it's been great for learning the moon cycles every month, which I'll be honest, I wasn't very well versed on. Wee Moon. Yeah, it's really pretty. Each page is really artistic. Here I have our rhythm cards. I got this idea off of, I forget which YouTube video it was. These I made on Canva, which is just an awesome online homeschool resource. And I try to change out every day what subjects we're doing. We usually only do maybe 2 or 3 a day. And then we've got this kind of art wall section. I made these boards with these little miniature clothespins for hanging art. This is our days of the week spinner. Yes, I made this as well. I am crafty. I love Pinterest. I find lots of good ideas there, especially for homeschool. So the kids like spinning that in the morning every day for school. This is that wall. So I have this alphabet that I got on Amazon. It's like a Waldorf-inspired alphabet. It's very whimsical, very pretty. And this map I got from the dollar store. No, I'm sorry, not the dollar store. Michael's, another great homeschool resource. I think I got the alphabet there as well. And then some other great geography resources here. I love our lamp. It lights up. I've had that for years. And then I'm pretty sure this maps book is my absolute favorite homeschool resource that we have. If you don't own that book, I really recommend having that in your homeschool room. And then, every homeschool has a homemade basket with nature in it. This is where all of the projects in process go. A lot of half colored coloring sheets, little art projects. Usually it's really full. We just went through it. I feel like I need a better system. So if you have one, I would love to know what yours is. And then this is just some of the kids' artwork. This is a great learning clock from Amazon. I've been enjoying this. And then I made this chalkboard wall that my kids really don't even use. I may paint over it. Our little bookshelf looks kind of barren. We have books all over our house. So these are on the top shelf is early. Some early-ish readers, a lot of Magic Treehouse, which I plan to use for some unit studies, and a couple of classics like Pippi Longstocking, Secret Garden. We have not really gotten into all those yet, but I look forward to it. These are this is more so our jam right now. These little, those little miniature readers are great. And then we've got some great science books here that we use for the main spines of our science curriculum with Blossom and Root. History of Fairies, a beloved book. And on the bottom shelf are really just like picture books, picture books that we've had since the kids were really little. So I'm going to show you guys the closet last. I feel like the closet's the biggest eyesore of our room. I really want to paint it white, but I'm pretty sure that would require me taking it off the hinges. Not a huge deal, I guess. It's something I might tackle. This wall right here, I'll show you first this really lovely little affirmation project that I did with the kids on cardstock. I cut them out into flags. And the kids did a lot of watercoloring on each of these. And then when they dried, I just wrote down some affirmations that I found online. And I feel like they really add a sweet aesthetic to the room and promote literacy, of course. The sun on the wall I did a couple of years ago. I'm still loving it. I got that idea on Pinterest. And then what I have on this cube shelf, this is stuff we use every day. The Caddy, if there was one homeschool resource that I would say you need, is a marker caddy, which I'm sure you all already know. This is carried all over our house, and I finally got a more expensive one because the ones from Target weren't holding up. Our calendar, I love this. This is a new one for us. We're clearly a couple days behind here. But it's really well made. It's such a beautiful learning tool. Great little moon cycle here. We usually just put like the new moon and the full moon on there. And then we have the equinox coming up on the 22nd. This calendar, it smells so good. It just smells like really, really good quality wood. The stand that it sits on, I have to say, is not great though. This calendar falls too often. So that would be a big complaint there. Sometimes I just lean it up against the wall and it's better. And then at the beginning of every month, this is really fun for us to find the new month, choose a couple of coins that remind the kids of that season, and then obviously put up all of the numbers. So it's a great little math tool too. Pencil sharpener, absolute must. My kids love it, and I love that it keeps our colored pencils really sharp. And then I showed these on my last video. These are these little writing tiles. Great Montessori resource I found on Amazon. I think they were like $24. Really good for my preschooler. And then this shelf I recently bought because I felt like we needed some more space other than our closet, just for easy to grab stuff. So this is our story basket where we have little peg dolls, beeswax, little beeswax sculptures, and then some fabric for like backdrops. Stockmar is the beeswax that we use. I love it. It smells amazing. It's really good quality. It's very expensive though. So for little kids that really don't understand how to use things minimally, it has posed a little bit of an issue. But I love it. I'm going to keep buying it. These are the little story stones that we made. So the story basket has been implemented because of our language arts curriculum this year through Blossom and Root, and making a story basket is a large part of the narration part of that curriculum, and we love it. These are all the books that came with that curriculum. Well, they don't come with it. You have to get them separately. But I wanted to show you this because of this wooden organizer that I use. So I have like 4 of these spread out through the homeschool room, and I love them. They keep books, great, well organized. I love that the books can stand up and not have to be falling over or stacked or needing bookends. It's great. It's on Amazon. I think it comes in a 2-pack. I definitely own at least 4. And then down here, I always just try to have something easy to grab for my son while we're doing formal studies with my daughter. So this is just a little puzzle and our abacus. I'm going to do a separate video on our curriculum, but we've really been loving Charlotte Mason, like their early literacy program, and then these meditation cards I showed in my last video. We love those. Yeah, so this is something that's easy. I keep it minimal so that it's easy to change out, for some new stuff. Then over here we have our cart. I swear every homeschool has this cart. I'm sure you know where to find it. It's at Michael's and Target, Amazon. The top here is our nature study, and I'm going to do a separate video on our nature study cart because all of the resource in here I love so much. It's just too much to talk about right now. But nature study, I'm hoping, becomes a solid part of our homeschool. And then we use the rest of the cart for art supplies. But I know that some people use these carts to hold their kids' curriculum, and they divide the shelves by child. So I think that's really cool too, especially if you don't have a huge homeschool room. The cart is a perfect little homeschool on wheels. But we do lots of painting, lots of art. We love our watercolors, lots of different types of brushes. And I love that we can keep a lot of our art supplies accessible with this cart. I buy paint that's easily washable. I like that the kids can just get to it when they want. Lots of our learning magnets, dry erase markers, all that. And then sticking with our little nature study, I saw another family's specimen wall that they have in their homeschool. I guess it's a little bit more of art display too. Yeah, we're just starting out with this. I don't even know how to label anything yet, but I thought that it was a really great way to encompass all of the nature stuff that we do. So I've just got like a few cool things. This is a great little thing I bought for our homeschool this year. There's a bee in there and a chrysalis, which is kind of hard to see. But that's really sweet. I can link that. And then this is a type drawer. You can find these at antique stores, and they're a great way to display like little treasures that you find, seashells and rocks and stuff like that. Of course, we got to have a plant. And I love the salt lamp, bringing in some like more grown-up elements into the homeschool room is important. So once again, here are my little organizers. I have one on the nature study cart. And then here I have one for our chalkboards and dry erase boards. There are some boards from Treasures by Jennifer that I really want to get, but they are very expensive one day. I have these little baskets, that I get from the Dollar Tree, and it's a great way to organize what I plan to do for that week. So like this week, we're introducing some new letters. So I have these little baskets with my resources ready to go. This I bought on Amazon, and I am loving the drawer unit. This is, to me, just a total necessity. It's either this or you use a cart, right? But definitely a way to organize all of the different subjects and curriculum. We use a lot of manipulatives with our math, so that drawer has been great for that. And I'll just try to prep like some things that I plan for us to work on for that week and put that in the drawer. We're doing some Charlotte Mason writing as well. And then for science, we're using Blossom and Root, their first grade earth science. It's our nature journal and study drawer. Me on the Map is a great book for teaching kids where they are on the map. And this is a drawer all for my teacher guides. So lots going on in here. I don't know what to do with this area. It's stuff that we use. We're always accessing our maps. And then the calendar there is actually a great little way to continue calendar work, having a dry erase one. Art boards, my daughter doesn't let me throw away any art. I mean, this is just like not even close to what we have going on for art. I don't know if anyone has any suggestions on organizing. Right, so we're lucky to have this room right off of our deck. So we get lots of nice sunlight coming in and leave the door open. I have this like branch mobile thing that we like to put seasonal things on. So I made this autumn garland, and I think we'll make some leaves to hang off of it for our little autumn study. And then I did use stencils to paint the alphabet and numbers on this like weird overhang dividing this room from our kitchen. This is our butterfly habitat. We have a little chrysalis in there, a moth from the garden that we're waiting for it to hatch any day now. And my daughter does a little kids yoga every week, so we've got a basket for our yoga mats. And then this is our little unit study shelf display. So last video I made, I did a whole video on our autumn unit. Some of these things I have out are different from what I show in that video. I love this book, Watercolor With Me. It's really simple drawings that they can color in straight on the book if they don't want to redraw it. It's on watercolor paper already, which is great. And then I love this book for nature study, Slow Down. I talk about this in my last video. I love this book because each study is only 2 pages. So it's perfect for really young kids. So I have another one of those wooden organizers. I always put our unit study books there. Some little activities from our busy book and posters. Yeah, I talk about all of this in my last video. Got a basket for fabrics. My daughter likes to mess around with making clothes. And then this is a produce rack. You know, it's great. Kids can grab a piece of fruit during school. But I actually use the bottom shelf for prepping our next unit studies. So I'm always reserving books from the library. I'll throw them in there. And then whatever resources I have at home, I'll just start throwing them down into that shelf for like the week or 2 previous so that everything is there. And then I can go ahead and set up that unit fairly quickly. And then our table. So I got this table at a thrift store somewhat recently. And you can see that the kids are already marking their place on it. So it has 2 leaves, one on each side. Thank goodness, because I had no idea how large a table needed to be to homeschool. Only 2 children. Maybe I'm just not very organized, but we use the entire thing. And it's nice. We just, we have a lot of space to spread things out. So I love this table. I love that it's already kind of beat up. I pulled that chair over for my son in the mornings. And yeah, this table is just awesome. But it takes up a ton of space, so it's really hard to walk around it. So we don't leave the leaves up. And then this is my little, my stuff that I use every day. So I always light a candle. I use this speaker for YouTube videos and our Days of the Week song. I've got my planner there. Oh, well, this is my basket. I got this at Target in the dollar spot, and it has all of Mom's highlighters and pens in it, Post-its. The kids know that stuff is not for them. Yeah, so I have the homeschool lesson planning minimalist notebook. I will link the company that I got this from. I was thinking about doing a video about how I plan my planner, but it's gotten very messy, and I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Maybe next year before I actually start writing in it, because I love that planner. Okay, so this is my teacher basket. Obviously, it changes a lot with whatever we're doing for that week. But yeah, maybe I'll consider making a little video about how I prep my teacher basket every week. And then let's get to this closet. I feel very thankful to have a large closet like this in our room. And I love bins, as you can see. Love me some storage bins. Let's see. All right, top shelf seasonal unit decor. So like, you know, like the little, just like the pretty things that I like to set up to make a unit study look more attractive. Up here I have our little Global Citizens kits. So I plan unit studies around those, so I keep them up there until I use them. I have not shown the kids yet the digital microscope that I recently got, so I'm really excited to share that with them. That's going to be coming out next week. So I got these file organizers for our unit studies. So these are all units that we either have done or plan to do this year. I got these on Amazon. This is a great way to just prep and have a lot of this stuff already ready to go. So I put in there everything that I have, and then when we come to that unit, obviously then I would have to plan what I need to get from the library and YouTube videos and all the other things. And it's also a great way to organize a lot of stuff and get it off of the bookshelves so that the room doesn't feel so cluttered. These are all of our curriculum bins. So we've got extra math, social studies, writing and reading materials. Lots of math. That's mostly Right Start math, by the way. Right Start has a lot of little pieces. And then this stuff is all for my son. So it's all like little resources. This is a fidget basket that I put out when we're doing read alouds. So the kids really love that, and it helps me to get through a whole book. My son's busy book, and just a bin of little learning materials for him. So we got Play-Doh and clay, construction paper. I got that rack on Amazon for organizing it by color. Large bin for all of my supplies. I have my printer and laminator in my office. Story basket materials like extra peg dolls and play silks and extra supplies. Blossom and Root craft prep. So they always have little crafts associated with each week of study. So I like to have a bin where I can prepare all of those little materials that I need ahead of time. No idea I don't know. I think that's just extra. Okay, so then down here, more craft stuff. We've got the pom-poms and the poster board and pipe cleaners, paper scraps. That bin is getting super full. I need more ideas of what to do with paper scraps. Scrapbooking, paint. This is a very unorganized basket of yarn and fleece. And then like over here, oh my gosh, my daughter's beads. I need to get a really nice bead case to organize all of those in. She loves making jewelry. And then we've got some, the blocks, the dominoes, the Jenga, the Magna-Tiles. That's supposed to be Legos there. My son must be playing with it. We've got some baskets for nature hikes. Stamps. And all of our coloring books, activity books. I put them in this like magazine rack to get everything to stand up nicely. We've got a binder for stickers and a binder for coloring sheets and some puzzles, just some extra learning resources there. Plan your own story. I got that at Target. We haven't taken it out yet. My daughter likes to make up stories. Cool. And then down here is games and puzzles. And we play all of these. My daughter loves playing games. My son's super into puzzles. I've considered us a game schooling family.
although I don't totally know what that means, but if it involves playing a ton of games, then I guess we are. And then we've got the fort, building kit and the marble run. And then again, hodgepodge of stuff back there that my daughter won't let me throw away. And there it is. I wonder what that will look like in a couple more years.
Okay, that's it. I will link a lot of those resources I talked about, as well as some of our favorite homeschool books this year. If you like what you're seeing, what I'm doing, what I put together, please don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new episode. I'm excited to show you what more we have in store. All right, have a good week.